Hello, and welcome back to another GorePour for the Gore Horse, where we tally up the dead and gauge the amount of blood generated in some of the craziest and weirdest horror movies in the genre. Today, we'll be doing something a little different. We'll be looking at my top 10 least favourite kills of all the GorePours I've done so far. Now, some of these are my least favourite because we just don't get to see the best bit, like it's an off-screen kill or they're just not very good. But some are also just in poor taste. No, just because the kill is a bomb note, it isn't necessarily a reflection of the movie, although sometimes it is. So, without further ado, let's get into it and look at my least favourite kills in GorePour history. Number 10. New Year's Evil, Yvonne. New Year's Evil follows a host who receives a series of phone calls from a serial killer during a televised New Year's bash. Yvonne's death is a kill which might as well have remained behind that closed door, and for the most part, it kinda did. Yvonne is stabbed to death behind a shower curtain, and why so much effort went into making her decapitated head so impressive, whilst pairing it with a lackluster death, is really beyond me. Number 9. Splinter, Lacey.
Oh, sorry, I didn't.
Splinter is a movie about a young couple, an escaped convict and his girlfriend, who are trapped inside a gas station by a splintered parasite. Here, you have a movie which is quite entertaining. However, some of the kills are so fast and shaky, it's hard to appreciate the gore. And a key example of this is with Lacey, who gets tackled by the splinter zombie so fast, you barely even register she's dead. Number 8. The Ginger Dead Man, Mr. Lee. Before serial killer Millard became a gingerbread man, he was a pensioner-killing, cafe-robbing piece of This takes us to the death of Mr. Lee, a wannabe hero who couldn't be bothered to hide the squib in his hand. There isn't much you can do with a gunshot kill, but they did a pretty bad job of bringing a knife to a gunfight. Number 7. Sleepaway Camp 2, Leah. Sleepaway Camp 2 sees the return of Angela Baker and her homicidal ways as she charges herself with teaching the camp teens proper moral conduct. This movie had some pretty great kills, but this isn't one of them. Oh, and if you're wondering why you didn't see this kill count, it's probably because it was blocked in the US. But Leah's kill was just boring. It was just another bland blip in the blood-hungry pool of kills. Number 6. Killer Piñata, Rosetta. Now, this was originally another clip from Pool Party Massacre, but somebody's being a little bitch, so we've had to replace it. Killer Piñata sees a piñata seek revenge for the unjustified killing of all piñatas. Now, I feel like after bitch slapping a man with nipple clips, crapping poison candy in his mouth, and watching him splash around in his own vomit to his untimely death may be a hard act to follow. But I do think, considering how much fun they had making this movie, Rosetta's death definitely could have been a bit more creative than a simple chokeout. But I guess she did say she wanted to choke on something, so be careful what you wish for. Number 5. Jack Frost, Jill. Jack Frost the Frosty Killer. This one is an adults-only Christmas classic with its corny one-liners and its festive kills, but Jill's assault is one that understandably upset a lot of people, and I honestly didn't really get the point of it myself. Having seen the I Spit on Your Grave trilogy and The Last House on the Left, as well as many movies like it, it's not quite the same level of disturbing, but either way, for a Christmas classic, it does come across as being in poor taste. 1 to 4. Blood Dolls. Moira, Virgil, Hylas and Mascaro. If it's not the worst one of them all, number 1. Now, I know this says it's 4 kills, and it may come across as a bit of a cop-out, but I did class the kill under the same umbrella, so I have to do the same here. Blood Dolls, a movie which sees a racist tiny-headed dick, Virgil Travis, get revenge on his competitors using tiny murderous dolls, was a great disappointment on a whole. So it was just aggravating when this movie not only killed 4 key characters in one go, but we didn't even get to see it. We just know they've all been gassed to death because Virgil tells us so. The ending was tragic, but not in the way the director hoped. So that's it from me, and my least favourite kills in GorePour history. What did you think? Are there any kills that are lingering on your mind? Be sure to leave them in the comments. But don't worry, I'm not going to completely leave you with a bad taste in your mouth. I will also do a top 10 favourite kills of all time. But for now, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.
Like moving boulders just to get out of the home, it sucks. I've had enough, I don't wanna feel the stuck under the rug, all my problems that I shove. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into